Redbeard.
Then. Okay, we got crap all around here. Just don't want this. I guess I'll just take a toy maker. I could get a couple totems here or there. Let's take this thing. Yeah, Frost Strike. Not as good as it was, but still a good card. I like this. This could be okay too. There's some good taunts, huh? I only want the Dredge if I get the Scroll, but I guess the Scroll's not as good because we only get Frost spells, huh? Alright, let's take the Stonehill maybe. Yuck. I'm gonna take this because it's cheap and interactive. Cabaret Headliner, not great. Could pick up some shadow spells in addition to Frost, Fire, Nature. I do like Dagger, but I don't really have a huge reason to have Dagger right now. But I don't know, I've just been very impressed by this card for what it is. I love all three of these. Man, I haven't had a Wave of Nostalgia in a while. It's probably the third best card here, but with the highest potential. Baking Soda is definitely better in a deck that has Headless, so you can clear the board and get an extra draw or two or three. Alright, I'm gonna take the Baking Soda just because I really want one. I feel like both of these are more common than Baking Soda, even though they're all pretty common. Just for shits and giggles, I would love to see the reaction of the community if Dual Class continued past Halloween. I would not. Take Origami Frog. I'm not crazy about it, but... Note Taker? Note Taker can be okay, right? Note Taker Frost Strike, maybe? Do like Death Strike. Feels like this card used to be a shadow spell, but maybe not. Draw a Battlecry minion. If it was a Battlecry card, I could be maybe talked into it. Higher odds of hitting our guy. But I think as it is, I'll just take Silk, which is a good card, I think. These are all good. I think I'll just take a Hex. I do like Ghoul's Knight. If I had taken the 5-drop, turn everything into legendaries, I'd be more inclined here. I think one Hex is always nice. Spammy, man. Spammy saved my butt a lot yesterday. Guess I'm supposed to take it. I love Siren Song, but let's go Remorseless. Geyser now. I don't want Totem. If I had the... Man, I'd be kind of interested in trading whatever picks I have for the Wave of Nostalgia, the Totem, and the Ghoul's Knight. Let's go Geyser, maybe. I like this too. I don't like any of these. I just hate this card so much. I'll take a Rocket Hopper and feel kind of bad. Schooling's good. Command is good. Sure. Second Hex. Do I want the card draw now? Do I have any good Death Rattles? Not really. Let's take that just to get a little extra card advantage. I did just pick up a location. Do I have any mechs? I have one card plus maybe a Discovered Amalgam, so not really. Alright, let's take the 2. Maybe we'll get another one. Corpse, Foam Render's good. Wild Paw Caverns I think is quite a bit better than Frost Strike. I think it is closer to the best card in the meta. It may actually be the tangible best card. These cards are actually pretty close, but I'll go Gnome. Darn. 2 is less valuable than 1. I think. Or 1 plus whatever else I was offered. Wow. 2 Foam Renders starts to lose its value. I think I will just take the Drink Server. First pick I would always take Foam Render, but there's diminishing returns on a second one. It could just be a dead card. Ooh, I mean, gotta give up a Melt Mental, which is probably a lot closer to Wild Paw Caverns than some people would like to give it credit, but it's probably a lot closer to Wild Paw than Janitor, for example, but happy to take another one, sure. Yeah, I think the deck could maybe do some stuff. Let's try it. I'm a big fan of Ghoul's Knight. I like it when I can have the 4-mana Legendary, when I can have Wave of Nostalgia, when I can find someone, like I have like a Flame Tongue Totem, some way to make the 1/1s a little more valuable than they might initially appear. How'd you grade your deck? Max 100 points this deck? Probably like a 70. That's probably not true. Probably like a 80? It's got 2 Wild Paw Caverns. I think there are decks, I think we will face several decks like this, but they'll have Hematurges and Morticians and, you know, cards of that ilk. But I think this deck is closer to a... I mean, I think this is an above average deck pretty comfortably. Doesn't mean we won't go 0-3 or 1-3 or 2-3, but I hope that we don't. I like this. I mean, I don't like it, but I don't have a play for next turn. I'm actually going to take Schooling here too. Also good order, Redbeard. I'm going to take Schooling because it is a 4-drop effectively. It's a Fireball that hits a minion or 6 power as opposed to a 4 mana. 2-1. With this, with no way to trade. It's less valuable probably than the 2-1, but I didn't know he was gonna play a stealth. If they end up being corpses, it isn't so juicy. Yeah, like if you have like 2 Corpse Brides and a Foam Render and a Corpsicle, you may just want a card that makes 5 corpses for 1 card. We only have 1 Corpse Spender. I don't want to give him this. I don't really want to give him this. I could give him an Asphyxiate if he doesn't attack. I guess if he trades the 0-2, it's kind of reasonable as well. Just don't attack. No, 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 no. Gosh dang it. Can't, oh, that's so good. I can't give him that. Ah, darn it. I'll have 2 mana available next turn. Alright. More corpses for the weapon. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be hurting for corpses in this deck. When you only have 1 card that spends corpses, like, you'll probably never be able to use all your corpses throughout the course of the game, especially if you have a Demon, Death Knight, or a Shaman hero power. You're just going to get like an extra 3 or 4 corpses throughout the course of the game. Wild Paw creates 3 corpses. Headless Horseman gives us an extra minion if we ever hit the head. Command is 2. Toy Maker is 3. You just don't really have to work that hard. Schooling is 3. Wish I could play that. Let's go here. Depending on what he does, we could blow up a big board. Small board. Take the stupid frog, warrior. You can have the frog. Let the man have the frog. Let the man have the frog. Possible we go Asphyxiate 4. We'll see what he does. Looks like based off of this play, we go Asphyxiate 4. We'll start swinging. Chipping him down is not irrelevant. One of my only remaining plays is the Foam Render, so if I'm not equipping it, I'm gonna churn through this and try to get all the spell damage in 1 turn, which we can start doing next turn with the spell damage totem potentially. Arena's only 1 legendary? Yes. Everybody starts with 1 as their first pick and then no more. Bearded Boss, thank you for the 43 months. Appreciate that. And then let me take this time. We talked about Marvel Strike Force, but just a heads up, we do have a Coinbase sponsorship where you can get $20 in Bitcoin when you get started with an account on Coinbase, which is the most trusted crypto exchange, okay? There are some terms and conditions, so make sure you guys click that, but pretty cool. What did he get? We don't know.
Your soul is mine.
All right, maybe dead next turn. Foam Render +3, maybe. Yeah, this month. They're paying us for everybody who sets up an account, but don't feel obligated. I know cryptocurrencies are not everyone's jam. Darn it. Can't say I approve of this. Death Strike. Okay, here's my plan. I thought about changing or adding some mechanics, like things happening at the beginning of X turn. I mean, there are cards that do that right now. Unless you're talking about changing existing cards, like this starts at the beginning of your turn. This would be a much, much worse card, which, considering how good it is, would probably be a considerable change. It's a change they probably should have considered for Arena. What's up, Kripali? Kripali, I'm sick, man. I haven't been sick in, I'm telling you, years. I've been sick here, I think, maybe. Like, I thought I was getting sick for like a day, but then I just didn't. I don't know, like you feel a little something. I don't think that's what's happening this time. TwitchCon? Maybe. Tasni got sick, and she's been sick. When did we get back? Sunday? So she's been sick since Sunday morning or Saturday night. She started feeling a little sick. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. She's been sick for like almost a week. But she's getting better, I think, or at least not feeling too bad. Me, I'm a big baby and I'm feeling very sick.
Could you repeat that?
I'm blaming dreads. Bacteria flying around there? Yeah, for sure. Lots of people. We weren't at the con, but you're still kind of like hobnobbing around town, sitting at tables, smushed together and stuff. But that's okay. What can you do? I haven't gotten sick, I don't think, basically at all from going to any of the TwitchCons. Or at least, maybe not since like 2019 or something. So they both go face and then he loses? Darn it. Okay, those are different potential outcomes.
You shall suffer.
Private Shorty is the best! Alliance Pillar! Honorable kill!
Oh, I would love to get that down. Some of the drinks could kill him. But I have to kill the troublemaker while I can, I think. No way to get a card from this. But I want the Hex and the Ping saved for a taunt, maybe. How about yourself, Kripali? I know you were going through some, upending of your life, romantically, professionally. Hope things are doing well. Good thing you didn't sneak out of bed. You gotta get your rest. I was feeling fine when I woke up today, and I was, that's always ice barrier, huh? I was conducting some actual streaming business, and I felt fine. And then, like, I don't know what time. I woke up early. I didn't sleep very long. I woke up at like 3 p.m. or something. I went to bed at like 10, which for me is not abnormal. But I was conducting some business, and then I was like, man, something just doesn't feel right. And then like an hour or two go by, you're like, oh, it hasn't gone away. It might be like 2% worse. And then like another hour went by, and I was like, oh no, this is exhausting. Ever been to a P. Diddy party? I have not. Can't say that I have. Wait, could I have swung twice? How does that work? I mean, I don't want to swing, unless it was lethal, then I did want that. I saw a Diddy meme and it made me LOL. It unfreezes when you change your hero, right? But you don't get to attack again, correct? Could have dealt 10. That is Ice Barrier, so I don't want to give him 8 armor by dealing 5 damage. I'm just gonna try to shoot him if he doesn't,
My hand is full.
if he doesn't power up here. Oh.
You are safe now.
The meme? Okay, hopefully it's a tasteful meme.
Oh,
Hopefully. Let's click this button. lube, yeah, like baby oil. Oh, I forgot I had Wild Paw. I guess that's it's only the second game. Let's get rid of everything. If we hit 2 of them, that'd be alright. My message is failing to send. I wonder if it's a word I use. It may be. We don't have a lot of auto modding, but most of them are words that are probably better not typed. Oh, let me grab another cough drop. I can feel my immediate 2-minute ad. I hate the ads. Only 2? Maybe they're cutting back. Don't mind me looking like a damn rabid rodent. I'll do a coin flip for 5 subs. Oh my god, I'm so broke. Yeah, let's do it. But I'm calling tails, okay? You will get 6. Oh yeah, there's like gift subs or something. Wonder what I mean, I'm assuming it doesn't work for me. I mean, I hope not. Yes! Oh god, that's so good. I'm sick. I don't know if I could click the button. Yes! There is a subathon. Twitch is putting in 1 gifted sub for every 5 gifted subs. I wonder if that counts individually, or do they have to be in bunches of 5? Does anybody know? Isn't that supposed to? Oh, Twitch gifted one. Ismond Black. I don't know who that is. Bonbons are yummy. Rip Spoon, Eeyore, Eagle Cobra, and Renovation. I remember Renovation, friend of the stream from back in the day. Hoped you were in there. I assume bunches since Twitch is cheap. Oh man, that'd be really cool if it was like per every 5 gifted and like 5 people could gift 1. That'd be awesome. What difference does it make to them, right? 2 potatoes for us tonight. I already ate 80% of 1, and while it was delicious, I don't think I should eat any more right now. ETC effect. Throughout the draft, you're given the option to make a card. Survey is number 3 cards, and you can discover on turn 10. Yeah, I mean, stuff like that alters the drafting process, I think would be awesome. They've just never done that in a decade, and doesn't seem like now would be the time they start, but maybe that's their big arena update. More interactivity, a better drafting mode, maybe. Be cool. Gifting solos is 20% more expensive. Yeah, right? They probably make less money. Oh, God. My body is so sore. I feel like I went toe-to-toe with King Kong. 12-round boxing match, and, well, I didn't hit him much. He's the one hitting me. Back now? Should we get hit by another ad? Or the game is over? I doubt it. I have reached out to them once again. What the? Oh, to get us what? I have reached out to them again to not play any ads here. They told me to sit down and shut up. Dreads, Donkey Kong in this scenario. Where did this happen? During TwitchCon? While Dreads has a lot of similarities to Donkey Kong, I wouldn't give him that honor. I guess I'm supposed to trade here first, but I don't foresee this playing out a different way. Are you up to gift Lyros if I win? Sure. We're flipping for 1, and the loser gifts Lyros. I'll call tails though. Okay, hold on. No. I mean, that's okay. Actually, thinking about it a little bit, I don't want to anymore. I don't think I'll be doing that. Just kidding. I think this is a stupid competition. Let's see. Did that go through? Thank you. Thank you, Kripali, for playing, and thank you, Lyros, for being here and putting up with the ads, keeping Redbeard alive. And then I think your entire year watching the stream will balance out the $3 I just lost. Which, you know, through no fault of your own. Really, if you're thinking about it, it's Kripali's fault. I think I'd rather just draw. Now, what I would really prefer is not hitting my own side of the board. Conversely, I am very happy that I was done summoning. I didn't lose out on a 3-4 because I kind of lost track of that. I didn't know I was only getting one this turn. You better play Marvel Strike Force. Lyros is good to play Marvel Strike Force. Hey, I draw a lot of cards. Huh? Why did I draw one card? Huh? Am I mistaken? Am I missing something? Is your love now with you? Is she back to Australia? She's here in the United States for a few weeks from here. Am I missing something? This one. Nice. This one. Nice. Okay, you know what? One more. I got another idea. This one. Darn it. Duo stream, you refroze the opponent? Yeah, but it says draw for each frozen character. There was 2 frozen characters, so why didn't I draw 2 cards? What's that card called? I don't know. Play Hearthstone. God help me, I'm going to Play Hearthstone's website. Cards, card library, Perils in Paradise. You click the Perils in Paradise button and it doesn't take you to the cards from Paradise and Perils, whatever. I don't know why it doesn't do that. I hit the Heroes button on accident. That's not what I want. Cards, card library. It's really rad. I finally videoed her. What I hear in my head every single time. I see their name. Oops. VM? Sorry, I'm reading about this one. That card says freeze a character. Draw a card for each frozen character. It doesn't say draw a card for each character you froze or anything like that. I don't understand why I only drew 2 cards. Huh? Oh, I wasn't frozen. The animation from casting the card made me look frozen. It has like the exact same animation. Okay, that makes sense then. Did you ever get Leo's Tacos when you lived in LA? No. I didn't like to go to LA very much unless I was going for something specific, and I wasn't going specifically for tacos very often. I would go to Dodger Stadium and then go to Guisado's and get tacos though. I got tricked the exact same way once. The animation of that card makes you look frozen. Yeah. Very confusing. Red's going senile before Dreads. How could I go senile before Dreads when he went senile long before I was born? Riddle me this, Batman. I've never been to Leo's. I got King's Tacos. People like they're okay. I feel like most tacos that I got from like a dedicated taco spot were good and never justified like the hype, right? They weren't like that much better than any other taco you can get. They're all good. None of them, I almost never got like a bad taco. Taco truck, somebody caters an event. King's Tacos, maybe I had Leo's Tacos one day. You know, if you went to Chipotle and got a taco, of course those were dog shit. But Guisado's stood out as being the best taco. Pretty comfortably, like pretty comfortably. Why do we care? It's not like you play this game to care about it. I do play the game to care about it somewhat, don't I? Guisado's is excellent, no doubt about that. Yeah, that place was good. My only problem with Guisado's, which is entirely my own problem, is I think even their mild sauce set me off the deep end. It was it was too much for me. But they were good. And I'd eat there again. I just had to get like a big cup of water or 2 and just... You ever have lingua? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, everybody makes... Not everybody. I mean, most lingua's good. If a taco spot is good, then their lingua's good. Then their cabeza is good. And then their carne asada is good. I think when a place is really good, their El Pastor is really good. Or their barbacoa. Like everybody can kind of make like a passable carne asada or whatever. But man, I liked eating there. But I probably only went like 3 or 4 times, maybe. I've mentioned before, there was a gal I dated. I don't think I went with anybody else ever. But, she really liked this place called, uh-oh, what was the place of it? What's the name of the place? It's not great. La Cita. And they did like reggae punk nights. They had some punk music. They had some obscure reggae tracks playing sometimes. And we would oftentimes like catch a Dodger game, go to La Cita, go to Guisados, as chat wants me to call it. Dark, thank you for the 20, level 20 on Marvel Strike Force. You're the man. Thank you. Marvel Strike Force sponsorship. They paid off with my 5 gifted subs. They give us $4 for everybody that gets to level 7. I don't know how much they give us for everybody that gets to level 20. We should look that up because that, in combination with the $4, is what Dark 777778 just did for us. But I think there's probably a relatively nice jump. $5. Well, it's more than 4. Level 30 gives us $18, and if anybody makes it to level 50 in 2 weeks, they give us $35. And if anybody buys a case of power cores, don't feel obligated.
My rule is eternal.
They give us $27. I'm assuming that costs $25 or $30 or something. Frog heals him for 1. Yeah, I could hex him. So you can frog, trade, push. He heals for 1. Play this and chop there. Not the worst thing. I can hex. He heals for nothing. Remorseless, but I'm getting a 2 damage Remorseless. I think frog weapon is probably better. Because it allows me to bank this mana for next turn. Not have to invest 2 to deal 3. If you used your own link and bought the power cores, let me do some quick maths. Yeah, no, I would never manipulate the system. I attempt to do that to my advantage. I would much rather, expose the game to people who are legitimately interested or who want to legitimately support the stream. I know people in the past have done things like that, and it's my understanding that, oh god, missed 3 times. It's my understanding that they will cease, working with creators who try to manipulate the system that way in their favor, as they probably should. Like I always say, they pay us up front to play the game, to put the banner on our stream, to put the banner below the stream, to put the command in our chat, and that's worth a lot more than $4. So I would rather everything be on the up and up. I couldn't be a Hearthstone streamer. If the chat told me what to do, I'd do something else to spite them, regardless of how good the play was. When I first started streaming, you may have been kicking about around then, but maybe not quite at that point. I used to rope every turn because I was very nervous about doing the wrong thing, and also feeling as though I needed to, include, like everybody, like I need to read their messages, you know what I mean? But then I realized that the vast majority of the time, Twitch chat's plays are dog shit, and it's not worth it to read them as you're trying to formulate the correct play. It's kind of what makes the game fun. Chat has the luxury of hindsight. Yeah, I mean, what we were discussing, I think, was related to Sabanu saying origami, which, or Erinador wanting to play the origami. And I think if you're going to present the discussion in that way, it's pretty fair, because it's not like play the origami, idiot, which some people will write. It's not like, I can't believe you didn't play the origami, what a noob, which some people will write, or whatever. People are like, hey, this is what this card will leave you with. Like, okay, yeah, that's true. Is that what I want to do? Not so sure yet, but you know, people are correct in their assumptions, their estimations, and depending on how much you're winning and how many people are annoying you, you may get more annoyed by people telling you what to do. if I am being honest with myself. I don't know about this. I've got a ping, got 2 rush, I got another ping, so I feel like 2 free trades isn't quite as bad. I'm in trouble. Need to find a hex. If I get a hex, I don't think I'm even gonna hit it. And what do I get out of it? I save a little health, I lose a guy. Yeah. Greg's biggest mistake is he plays slow sometimes. There's no time for his turn. But overall, he's a really good player for sure. But like, that's the point, right? That's part of the point. Is if you're gonna take a ton of time, you're gonna make fewer mistakes. But that doesn't mean you make the optimal play or you have the ability to make the optimal play all the time. But Greg certainly makes the correct play more often than almost anybody, or perhaps even anybody. You know? So yeah, I mean, like, you're right. But it just goes to show you can't quite cover everything all the time. And, you know, throughout the years, as I've kind of discussed concerning myself, my goal's never been to be the most flawless player who ropes every turn and gets a 7.2 average instead of a 7.08 average. I like to build fun meme decks. I like to read a lot of chat. I don't want to sit around and take half an hour for my turn. I don't want my runs to take 5 hours. And that's the beauty of streaming, is you get to do what you want. You get to play how you want. If people want to watch, cool, and if they don't, cool. And, well, I try to win. I'm gonna try to do that. It's not as good as he thinks. I think they think that it buffs all these. Is he ever dead here? 3, 6, 7. Puts him to 9. No, not even close. Covers on the rope are tough. Yeah, and the animations are slow. Depending on what server you're playing on. Play this one. I mean, it could just be kind of good. I don't get a totem. How valuable is a totem? Totem might do something, right? Putting him to 3 opens up some Corpsicle lethals, maybe, which we could also get from a Frost Strike. Good morning, what's up, Jaeger? You know what is probably the best way, and then somebody else is typing, and then they wrote a paragraph and your rope's burning, and you're like, do I read that, or do I just do my play? Is that better? And that can get a little dicey pretty quickly. So, you played your cards and hit face. Well, I played what I believe might be the best card in the game on turn 3 and turn 4, and it's very, very tough to beat a turn 3 9-12. It's even harder to beat 2 9-12s on turn 3 and 4, especially when they don't die to asphyxiate. Or you can't freeze them, or you can't do anything to them because there's 6 of them. 9-12 from Wildpaw Cavern, you get overtime, is really good. What a good card. Yeah, now imagine, that card came out 3 years ago. I think it's a lot closer to the best card ever printed in Arena than it is, like, the 5th best card this meta. I think if you're using the Taverns of Time set, I think the buffed Cavern Dreamer is probably the best card ever in Arena. And I think if you're looking at a short list, relative to the power at the time they came out, and getting maybe a bonus point for still being one of the strongest cards now, 3 years later, I would say the list probably includes Cavern Dreamer, which again is a special set, buffed Cavern Dreamer. Unbuffed Cavern Dreamer is probably like in the top 10, but buffed I think was the best ever. I think Wildpaw Cavern. I think Malignant Horror is probably in that list when it first came out. And then, then I'd have to think a little. So you could say something like Frostlich Jaina or Raid Boss Onyxia, but I don't think I would include those on my list. Because they cost like 8, 9, 10 mana. And that's a pretty big deal. The reason Wild Paws, like basically like Huddle Up maybe in that list, like the reason they're so good is because you don't have enough mana to react to those things. They end the game too fast. So like you play like a single buffed Malignant, it's a 3/5, and then it spawns another 3/5, and now you can't kill it. And then next turn they buff it, and then you die. Then the game's over. And that card costs, I think, 5 when it came out, but I believe they buffed it to 4 mana. I will say, when it comes to Malignant Horror, kind of a broken record here. When they announced the standard buffs for that expansion, and Death Knight was not really seeing play, or I guess Unholy Death Knight wasn't seeing play, I said, hey, let's just ban Malignant because it's probably already the best card ever made, and it's definitely the best card in Arena. Let's not buff it and leave it in, but, you know, they didn't listen to me. I didn't find that is information or that suggestion to be valuable. And then, 2 days later, some of our tier streamer friends were like, wait, what the hell? This Malignant card's too good. I was like, hey, you know, if you guys had backed me, maybe it would have been taken out because they sure as shit don't want to listen to me. It's the type to know that Kevin was left in the attic and hush up about it. Leave that dumb kid in the attic. I will say too, day 1, I said, let's take Huddle Up out. I'll be out of it. I said, let's take Huddle Up out. I'm not providing any feedback or even engaging with the Discord right now because I'm just tired of being ignored, but Dreads did say something along the lines of like something like, this is great. We might get bored of it after like 2 months. And I said something along the lines of 2 months. Are you fucking kidding me? You'll be bored of, you'll be screaming in 2 days and you're off this weekend. So it did take about 20 minutes, but you'll notice again the trend of, you know, analysis. That is why I've kind of taken a step back from typing in there. We'll complain about it here, though. This is my sanctum. This is my safe place, you know? They can't get us here. Can we add hero card Kariel to the list? Kariel's never been draftable, ever. So I wouldn't put it on the list. But if you have a separate list of cards that could be like generated or discovered, I think Kariel might be the strongest hero card that ever got made, which puts it very close to the strongest card ever made for Arena. I feel that it's a cool place. I hope so. Red Dojo, I'm about to karate chop someone's ass here.
Time runs out on me.
It's really hot in here. Or, again, I have a humongous fever. Please don't kill my 10-7. His own face? Can it hit face? Huh. Oh, he got the attack off. Okay, fine. Annoying, but maybe fair. I could have killed some of his stuff, or buffed my guy, or summoned a taunt. Who knows? It's real close. What if I go 1? Oh, I can't. What if I go 1, 1, 5, 1, 2? That's just not very good. Let's do it like this and hope they both die, and then... Good, good. Actually, all face might have been okay too. Because then we could just scoop them up with Remorseless. You didn't have a great answer to the 10-7 last turn. He had to fireball it. I guess he could have like a fire lens portal that couldn't quite kill it. He was worried about like casting a twisting nether or something. Stay away from my tush. I don't want to touch your tush. Ugh. I touched my own tush the other day. My hand near burned off. It's like Dumbledore's hand after he touched a cursed object. Horrible. Tush push. Tush push. Are they still doing the tush push this year?
I need a vacation from my vacation.
As well, I heard they've not converted on some 4th down short yardage.
Your soul.
5-0, it's not bad.
Yado.
What's like an absolute slam dunk auto pick like every time you see it? 2 best cards right now are Huddle Up and Tsunami, you think so? Man, I've had a lot of games where I'm holding a, not a lot, I've drafted them like twice. I've had a couple of games where I'm holding a Huddle Up and I'm holding a Tsunami and I'm dead to 2 Wild Paw Caverns on turn 5 or whatever. You cheat out with 4 mana? Yeah, so that's, I think, a little unfair. If you're talking about 2 or 3 card combos to make a card the best card, I think you could probably, you know, widen that range and move certain singularly powerful cards out. You know? You'd be like Fireball plus Elven Archer when they're at 7. You know, it's like if it gets too specific or too convoluted, I think it devalues the list a little. Or you have to change the list. But we can do whatever we want. We don't have to do that. Because then you have to have a 4 mana 2/2 in your deck. You have to be offered those 2 cards. Then you have to have them both at the same time. And then, ideally, you have to have 3 or 4 mana. Because every turn later, it just gets worse and worse relative to how powerful it could be. And your board may be bigger. You might lose value on what you could summon. But definitely, you know, those are, again, both of those cards independently, I think, are closer to the top of the list, but probably outside of the top 10. Maybe Huddle Up, though, is in the top 5. I don't know what the stats on Huddle Up say. I've kind of given up the desire to flip through stats too much lately. Like, you could say in this meta, like, Tess is the best card ever, but I don't know if that's, like, the most fair. Which is why if you wanted to say, like, Cavern Dreamer wasn't a fair inclusion, I think I could support that. Khadgar, Huddle Up. Huddle Up's deck win rate is a little lower than Khadgar. And its played win rate is a little lower than Khadgar. I think you could make a pretty convincing argument to me that Khadgar's better than Huddle Up over a large sample size for a variety of skill levels. Because, like, I think a lot of people probably do try that combination. They dilute their deck and they kind of weaken their deck in order to try to pull off the Wombo combo, when you could just take better cards and probably be in a better spot. But that, I got to admit, is purely speculative.
She's so cool.
You can get wilder with Shutterblock combos. Can I put in a vote for Zombie Chow? I mean, Zombie Chow was very, very good when it came out. When battling for the board was difficult, when spells were, relatively speaking, quite rare, when minions were quite often understated, with not even always particularly beneficial effects. I think he dealt with all that stuff a little too efficiently for us to really expect to get out of this. That being said, it's quite good. Okay and stay. What's up, okay and stay?
I have too many minions.
No, I don't. Don't lie. So he huddles up. I take 11. I put him to 9. And then I die. He can always kill a 3-1 with a ping. Looks like he doesn't have to, which means he gets a minion down if he wants one. Don't have great tools. What would be a good draw here? Maybe just Foam Render, start whacking him. Headless Horseman if he plays a spider tank. That ain't any of the words we said.
Out of my jungle.
I'll mop the floor with you.
Could hit it, go back up to 2, but while it looks like we have a ton of options, I just don't think we're gonna hit a wall where like one huddle up kills us. At least if we can push the damage, maybe we can stop a huddle up from being played. Make him fear, you know, or maybe have a Foam Render as a top deck option. It doesn't have to be huddle up, it could be a, you know, again, discounted Tsunami or something. Probably not beating the inevitability of a Corpsicle as well. With trading. We could beat it if we go face, maybe. This just doesn't put a lot of pressure on him. Kind of hoping to get just like a 4-mana 3/5 taunt, Ascension, or Ascension that puts this guys to sleep. So I didn't have to play a Housekeeper. What battle cries do we have? We have Headless, but that doesn't count. I have Origami, which is decent, but doesn't help me here. I actually only have 3 battle cry minions left. Nimbus, this 1-drop, and the 5. All face. Darn it. I feel like his location things have been very strong. Play the 4, what else can I do? I can totem, but that doesn't do me a ton of good. Let's just get this down, I think. See if we can get anything other than the Origami Frog. And then we can put an extra card on the board. Okay, I need to get the drinks, and the drinks need to all land on Alakir again, and I need to hit him for like 16 in 1 turn. 7, no, I get him for 18 if all 3 drinks hit him.
Beyond your comprehension.
Oh man, don't feel good. It's not for the usual reason of playing Hearthstone. Come on, what are we doing here?
Time is against me.
I thought you were supposed to draw your only frost spell on turn 1 when you're holding this. I thought that's how that card worked. Starts giving us an opportunity to grind him down value. Kind of want to go face. Got a lot of AoE. This could be viable plays. Where's my buy one get one freeze? I don't have one. 8, 11, 14. 8, 11, 14. Do I have 10? I have 10. So let's do it like this. This might not work out. Oh, that doesn't work out, actually. I can't play this and clear. and hero power, which is what I want to do. So if I play the 3, okay, so let's do it like this then. Is the 2 any good? Frog is okay. I'm actually not gonna have an empty hand. Don't like how much damage we took there. I was hoping to get under, yeah, whatever, 20, 28, 21, 20. To get 10, but Rag is just too big.
A charming composition.
Yeah, take my socks off, I'm sweating still. Just take them half off. Do you guys kind of feel? I mean, we had a 9-win run, now we're 5-0. So what's our record today? 14-3? Do you guys kind of feel like this is like the Michael Jordan flu game? Redbeard's putting on like the Michael Jordan flu game equivalent of Hearthstone Arena today? Give me some Gatorade sponsorship. I would say, maybe.
My dreadful praise blood.
Do I hex it? Or 7, 8. I get 2 less health, but he doesn't get any buffs. I might need to hex like a no muncher. Port 3 is pretty stout. Yeah, that's not bad. I guess I don't really care about it. My problem here, as always, there's always a problem, right? My problem is I'm floating so much mana. Oh, and it overloads me. I wonder if I shouldn't have done that. Because now I can't go Alec here lethal. But that would require him to like not heal or taunt anyway, so maybe that's just unrealistic.
What's your dream destination?
And what can he get? Play this. I guess if he has no muncher, he can always heal. If he has like Origami Dragon and Broomstick, he'd be able to like shrink our guy and then gain, I guess, 3. Is this only enemy? No, you can do this on friendly, right? So once again, we are 1 damage off, unfortunately. I think I do want to just play this though, right? I put him to 3. It's hard to get this down. If I need to prolong the game in Hex, I can do that. Or I could like Death Strike, Frost Strike. What if I Frost Strike? 3, 4, 5, I need 4 damage. Hold on. 2, 3. I could with the weapon, I could kill him, huh? Alright. 4, 7, 9. Okay, better. It's not a big pool of frost cards, so.
Yeah, the
Do I want to keep the horseman? Yeah, our curve's pretty cheap. We have 2 cards, 1 card over 5 mana in the entire deck, and I've got a 2 that could give us a 3. I think I'm down. 2, 3, play the horseman. Spend the game with the possibility of drawing the head at least. I don't think it's always a good keep, but this deck in this hand seems reasonable. Oh. Yeah, have options. So if there's a way to utilize this, I'm down. Against that, the taunt's better anyway. And I can maybe find a 4. It's a 4 I probably don't want to tempo on 4, but maybe. Coins out a Yeti. I will take a Yeti that kills his Yeti. Bum 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 bum. Wait, it stopped.
Out of my jungle.
Not a Yeti. This helped me through it relatively easily. I mean, it's Probably better than playing this, which can't kill it. It's like a double trade and Remorseless, which isn't bad either. It's an interesting play. I have opted to do that for the purpose of, ooh, that's good. Having the option to go 4 and 1 and not have to use one of these. Now this probably seems much more likely. I wonder if I should be mulliganing more aggressively for Wildpaw Cavern. It's by far the best card in our deck. If it's a 10 out of 10, our next best card is probably like an 8. And we have a lot of good cards, but I think there's a huge gap between Wildpaw and Headless Horseman. When I'm sick, my brain processes things differently. Better, differently, or worse? I would say, speculatively, I would guess brains work less optimally while fighting off infection. You always look a lot smarter and a lot better at the game when you say things like, I could find a weapon and then find the weapon and then kill them, as opposed to saying I could find the weapon, missing the weapon, putting him to 2, and then he fully clears your board and heals you, and then chat tells you you're an idiot. So you never should have looked for the weapon. Which, well, not super common, does happen for sure. I will say though, the poor state of my current health has set me on an even-keeled path where I can't think of anything that's bothered me in Hearthstone today so far. Like I was saying earlier, maybe I need to get sick more often. I wonder if it was better to hold that, actually, trying to look for the head if it sinks to the bottom. I want to say also, just speaking out loud, because nobody's really talking to me, I have to talk to somebody. I have noticed, small sample size, discernible difference in the gaming experience at this time in the last couple of days since the reopening. I believe this is the 3rd day that the Chinese server has been reopened. A dramatic reduction in names that are questionable. Hit the 1. Play that, it's really good. I can play this, it's also very, very good. Discover a card and get 2 cards, or get a buttload of corpses, and potentially spit out some 2/2 shitters. Without being able to choose, it's really not that valuable. If I could get the head, if there was even a chance, it would gain some value. I think with our hand, we'd rather just load up our deck with some incremental value. Perfect Horseman there? Yeah, that's true. But aren't I getting a 4/9 taunt? And whatever, I mean, I am getting this. Do you not value that? I know you're a very, very good player, and I wanted to play the Horseman, but I feel like the Origami Crane's pretty nice there. It's hard to get a bigger crane than that, and I get to develop a minion this way. But that being said, now the Horseman's kind of garbage here. I was kind of hoping he would like slam a Chillwind Yeti. So I can go 3/2, I can just jam the Horseman. Don't know. I do care, but... I mean, if he has rush minions, he can get value off of that. If he does not, then he may not be able to. Cardafi, thank you for your follow. I'm gonna hit that. Sometimes you're trying to summon a copy of a minion. I don't know. There used to be an old card, Totemic Reflection, I think it was called. You would summon 2/3 taunts if it was hit first. They would heal, but maybe it would make it harder to trade into things. Kartoffel. Do you think he's like an awful cart? Interesting. Okay, fuck it. I like this because I can use the hero power at the same turn I play it at least. And well, that shitty 0/2 is now out of my way. When you kill a minion that costs like 2 or less, you should summon it to your side of the board. I think that would be a cool change for Horseman. Kartoffel is potato in Danish. I had potatoes for dinner. Well, singular. But it was cut into a bunch of pieces. Oh man, it feels so good to stretch because my Muscles. My non-existent muscles. My tendons are so sore. Oh, fuck me. In German as well. Kartoffel. I like it. I like it. I'm learning. I'm learning German. Oh, you know, because we came on today, you know, to play a little arena, hang out with some people, you know, let people renew their subs and whatnot. Do want to shout out Coinbase again, on which our sponsorship with Coinbase started earlier today for this month, where you can get $20 in Bitcoin when you get started with Coinbase, okay? So make an account there, they're going to give you a little cash, they're also going to pay Redbeard for anyone who makes an account. And if you like that, well, you know, more power to you, right? Did Dexter get you this? No. You need to do one of the ones where, You needed to do one of the ones where, they pull the rug out from everyone. Those are the ones he likes the most, I think. That's more his style, his flavor. What's it all about? Coinbase? It's like a brokerage website that lets you buy and sell cryptocurrencies in a centralized location. Secure, trustworthy, you know, name brand recognition, lots of users. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. All the things you want. How do I kill him? Cadaver? Cadaver's lethal, if he doesn't heal. I actually don't want to pull a 2-2, because I think the way I'm going to lose this game is he kills off his own 2-4. Hidden Slobjects. There's some undead that could probably kill him.
Time runs out on me.
1, 2, 3, 2. So I'm thinking about ways to potentially 4, 7, 10, 11. If I play this, I guess it's going to be counter. If I play this, it's pretty likely to leave up the 2-4 and not give him the armor. But I guess we don't have to do that. Oh, that Hex is nice. Okay, so let's shoot here. Surprising. And then hopefully he doesn't have access to healing. It's October and Coinbase is doing a sprint. You gotta sprint during October. I hope he just concedes because I need to pee. I'm trying to stay hydrated, which means I'm drinking a crap ton of water. You scammed this game, did I? Wasn't I ahead, and then he played a bunch of cards he discovered that kept him in the game and alive? It feels that way. That lifesteal hurts for sure. Remember, don't count your chickens before your opponent fully clears the board and fully heals on the same turn in Hearthstone. Maybe, I don't think they're sniping, but maybe they're sniping and they're like, you know what? I know he's gotta pee. We're in this for the long haul. We got jinxed, I think so. I think if Timon didn't jinx us, we would have won. He materialized that tidal wave into his hand, which I don't think is right. How much mana do I have? I only have 6, which means I can't play this. Just kind of annoying. I said it after the play was over. I don't think so. I saw it before he cast it. Can't get out of this now. The Jinx Master Supreme is on the scene. Get a bucket. This is gonna last a while. Now, unfortunately, it appears so you are correct. Hey, that card was lethal earlier. This doesn't change the clock. What does it allow me to do with my mana? Potentially in the future. I'm not so sure. Maybe something with foam. Maybe something with foam render. Also might kill me. Hi Beardy, what's up, Wiki Kid? Kid, I'm sick. Chat's gonna get tired of me saying I'm in the day 0 of, I think, becoming deathly ill. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. It's been so long. Hope you're feeling better. Me? Was I feeling bad? Or you mean from earlier today? Physically, I've been feeling pretty good lately. Mentally, I ain't there. Is it COVID? That's a good question. I don't know, actually. It feels like a sickness I felt before, but I do feel quite bad right now. Suppose that's something I might want to get checked. The head. Yeah. I play this, I play 1. I can't quite kill this 6-3. But if I play this, I can kill both of them. So 1 in there. Oh no, his stone giant. Couldn't sleep, so I got up and finished something I needed to do by tomorrow. Nice. I actually need to do something. I better not forget. Counter. Foam render doesn't really do it. Frost Strike could do it, couldn't it? Is there a spell that deals damage? Yeah, schedule an MRI. How's your magic collection? It's not been growing. I've been watching some higher end stuff that doesn't come up too much, but I haven't been able to close any deals. I messaged a guy on Reddit, but he stopped messaging me. I messaged a guy on eBay, and he came down, but not as much as I think was actually fair market value. And then it actually sold to someone else, so... There's at least 1 card. There's 2 cards that are lethal here? No, there's actually not. I can't play the 5 and the 4. Would I rather do this? I mean, counter, then I do nothing. Explosive, and then I still have minions. Is this better? Maybe that's just better. I take a little more. What does he have? I don't know. Maybe this is like a nice kind of in between. I've been ill from a disease since I had norovirus 9 years ago. I went a long time. Here's another one? Maybe. It's not better. He has molten drink. Yeah, that was one of my thoughts. I remembered he had the malted magma. Still do a lot with 5. But is it enough?
Rest easy, child. You are safe now.
But he could have some free stuff. Yeah, that was the card that could have killed him. Not when I was overloaded.
Yado.
Oh Okay, can tell Red is living well because those weren't paper plates, I heard. Growing up, we always had paper plates. And looking back, I'm not sure why. I guess probably because my mom probably had to do all the dishes and she's like, fuck this. But all of our cutlery, all of our you know, what do they call it? Plates, dinnerware. It's all like a plastic cup from Chili's. If you order like a milkshake for a kid for their birthday, they're all stained and like, you know, it's good though. Extra flavor. I don't know if I've ever really been a paper plate man myself as an adult. I think when I moved into my first apartment, some friends from work, hold on, go down. All right, let's play this one. I think some friends from work gave me like a dinnerware set and like a set of 6 glasses or something, and it blew my mind. I was like, wait, you can have all your glasses be the same and you can actually clean them? It's like, my god, the future is here. It blew my mind. That being said, I think all my dinnerware here probably was left by an ex-girlfriend, so I'm not sure if I would have any if it weren't for other people. To which I said they can take it. They didn't want it. It's mostly all broken and chipped. What made you quit your job, stream full-time? I absolutely hated my job by the end of it. And honestly, when I started, I just figured I would try it and see if I could like make any progress. But I tried it with the intention of doing it, you know? I like giving it a full effort from everything I knew, which was nothing, but to at least be on, to at least be present, to at least, you know, kind of learn how to work OBS. And, you know, the chat community kind of helps out in a lot of ways, getting you familiar with like BTTV and stuff like that, and Franker Z to get the emotes going, and people love that stuff. You know, someone like Gesticulate, probably like an ace on the commands for us, setting up commands so people could have more fun in chat, and I was very lucky to have people like that here early. I think kickstart my stream. When I started streaming, I was a Dreads viewer, back when he maybe had like maybe 150, 200 viewers maybe in that range. And I used to donate 100 bits every time he got to 11 wins. I used to be able to watch ads manually on Twitch. Pardon me, I need to think for a brief moment. So I would just manually hit ads and then like tab out, go to a different website, play Hearthstone, and they would give you like, you know, 5 bits, 25 bits. Could make a couple bucks a day just hitting the manual ad button, and there was a limit. So then I would, you know, I gave him a couple $100 just from watching ads. And then I reached out to him and I was like, hey, you know, I want to get started. Like, is it hard? What kind of equipment do I need? And he was like, oh, you can just buy like a $30 camera. You can just download this one program and basically just turn it on. The camera has a mic in it, so you don't even need to buy a mic. It was the world's crappiest mic, but I was like, oh, okay. And so he actually raided me with an offline raid. The first stream I did was at like noon, and he used to stream like 3 p.m. till like 12 a.m. So he raided me at like noon one day and was like, you know, there won't be a lot of people here, you know, 100 people or 200. But he's like, anybody who left their stream on. So my first couple streams, or maybe that very first stream, I had 4 or 5 people in the stream. And they were like, oh, I'll hit the follow button. They came by and hung out, and it was a pretty cool time. I would say that's a pretty big advantage. It's a pretty big leg up to have. I did this in the wrong order. Did I? I mean, I guess it's all going to the same place, potentially. Ooh, I gave him the heal, but I gave him a spell. Does pull cards out of his deck, which could favor me in fatigue. I missed that, getting free bits. Why 11, not 12? I don't know. I wasn't really deliberate about it. It was just more a thing I did. He used to have a 12-win playlist that would play, so he'd always play like the same songs. And I would donate it when he first went 12. So everybody there at the time, and maybe him as well, thought I really liked the song "I'm Good" which I actually think that song sucks, but you know. You got Aura to raid you? Yeah, that was after I'd streamed for like a year and a half. So while that's pretty awesome, I wouldn't really consider that a thing that really like kick-started my stream. If that makes sense, you know what I mean? Because like it's a lot easier to grow from like 150 viewers to 160 than it is to go from 0 to 10. Now, if you track how did we grow to however big we are now, to however big we will be, to however big we've been, it's littered by raids from, say, File 17, Orator, you know, Summit, Crip, Dose of Coffee, Neo Greg, all the arena community. Like, there's dozens and dozens of people, so I am not of the misguided opinion that it's something you can really do on your own. But I've been on a lot, and I've given myself the opportunity to get lucky with some raids, show some prowess at the game over time. And sometimes, you know, you never get those things, and other times you get those things, but it doesn't translate to success. A lot of it's like what you stream, so there has to be an audience for Hearthstone Arena. Sometimes it's the time you stream. So if you stream at a time when there's somebody much bigger than you, you may never reach particular heights that you might have otherwise had an opportunity to hit. Camera die? Oh, sorry. I was peeing. Feel free to always let me know if the camera's off. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, streaming's kind of funny. It's just time, perseverance, luck. Definitely a lot of luck. And, you know, that's part of what makes it fun. Although when you're talking about your livelihood, it's sometimes a little less fun.
What's a 9 più 10?
19. What the shit? Oh no. Oh no. Do you think he's guaranteed to get Marin? Maybe he just doesn't want to cast that while Marin, well, it costs 6. I mean, it would mean Marin's 3 turns away, which is pretty slow.
Don't worry.
Is that a trick question, Beauty? 19? $21? Why would it be 21? Keep in mind, I am sick, so I might not know what's going on around me. 3 is not enough. 2 is not enough. Yeah, I guess that's better than, I can't ever get lethal, I don't think, right? Oh, shit. Okay, I mean, if he plays Marin, he's dead, unless he has another card like this, which is possible. But even then, he wouldn't be able to remove the 4/4, the 1/1, or stop us from hitting him. Oh, but he can, sorry, he can cast the Marin Treasure. But he's at 1, so he'd have to get a heal. He'd have to get a heal here.
Linked together in harmony.
Not bad. Not bad, Redbeard. Like their deck, got the free repackage, which is pretty impactful, right?
Fiado.
Full mull for Wild Paw Caverns at this stage of the run. I don't think we're beating 8, 9, 10 win runs without our most premium cards as early as possible. We got Azir Orc. We got, I guess that's maybe a person, AO Curse. Volunteer support is one of the best kinds. Well, what's really awesome about it, I mean, from my opinion, obviously I'm a little biased, but we make the companies pay. We check out their game, we showcase their game, and the companies support us. And chat gets to keep all their money, and the streamer gets money, and I feel like that's a pretty good deal. I paid for and gave you an extra minions hardly free. Well, it costs 0, right? But without an early repackage, whatever that turn that was on 4 or 5, he probably dies. I will say him giving me a 4 mana 2/2 that I can't utilize is hardly a big prize that I wanted. I'm gonna shoot this and hope to get the 4 mana card that buffs my attack as a pretty strong tempo / value play for next turn. Remorseless isn't really what we're looking for.
What happened to no one left behind?
Oof. Why does that cost? Oh, that's what he got from the Archmage. Okay, a bit late. Oh no, perfect, right on time. He's getting a ton of stuff down. It may not matter, but yeah, I mean, he did have to invest mana in another card for sure. You know, that card for 0 and then 4 mana for the 6/6, much better. Much better. Kind of cool song, kind of cool, you know? Kind of cool. The Dawn of Utopia. Great name. Sure. All premium cards so far? I mean, we're at 8 and 1. I doubt they're gonna play. I mean, I wouldn't really consider Build a Snowman premium. Nor would I consider Trench Surveyor premium if they're not pulling up that card. But not bad cards, you know. Interesting. How do I deal 3? I can go fishy fishy. Just shoot it here. Could play this. Maybe could have like tempoed out 2-3 damage with the battle cry and a couple hits, but I don't really love it. 3, 4, 2. Sorry. Some not so quick math. Sure.
The calm before the storm.
I don't have all premium cards, but I do have the premium card.
Always hungry for more.
4 mana. 3 mana. Potentially Ice Barrier, but not anything I can do about that here.
Frost bites sharper than bane.
That servant already attacked.
I did? I don't think so. This is still going? How's that possible? Must be bugged. I'm 800 degrees. Ooh, that's desperation. Got the Horseman and a ping. Has to go Ice Barrier now. Depending on what he does here, that might not be enough to gain life this turn. It does not appear to me. I don't think we have enough to kill him.
Take shelter. Bone chill.
You see Wild Paw still broken after 26 years of its release, yeah. It's definitely not a bad card. Alright, let's play this one. Just kidding. So we got a Rune Dagger. I mean, he has to heal. To clear the board. Looks like he's clearing the board. Flame Strike. It's like he's healing. That was relatively easy.
You are a worthy foe, as far as they go.
Redbeard the Bandit steals one. Sick moves, thanks King George. I tried my best. And well, my best was good enough to get a win there. Man, I feel like we're in just such a spot to mulligan for Wild Paw Caverns. I guess Frost Strike has got to be good enough, because if you can get the 4 mana 4/3, it can be very, very game changing early. I was tilted the whole game. Yeah. Hey, Tooth memes. I haven't seen that guy in a little while. Admittedly, I was at TwitchCon, so. I think because I have 2 Wild Paws, 1 in 12 and a half to hit one, I'm gonna preserve the 2s. I have a Remorseless in the deck. That's not a Frost spell somehow. Don't I have a Remorseless? I do. Let's take that. Did you do any interesting role plays at TwitchCon? No. Was I supposed to? Did you see that guy who, his wife had sex with Moon Moon? Whoops. That probably wasn't good for anybody. Except maybe those two, but ultimately probably not great for them either. Lucky guy. Who was the lady? Diva Jenny or Diva something? Diva something? Diva... I don't know her name. Do you think it is Lucky? I got hit with a turn 2 jackpot, turn 3 coin Naga Wish. Oh, at least it wasn't Tsunami, although I think the outcome of the game is probably decided already. But something about Tsunami just bothers me more. Oof. 2 stinkers. I mean, I'm not taking that much. I'd like to, it's a kind of a good buff. I'd like to actually put some relevant minions on the board, but it doesn't look like it's happening.
Access denied.
Well, he can deal 24 to a minion, but not our face. That's not quite as bad as it might otherwise seem. A bit of a bummer here that I can't headless it, but what are you gonna do?
Could you repeat that? Write that down.
It's my 6 in 2 games, so I played it out. I win how you'd expect. Yeah, that's a bummer. It's like, you shouldn't have to take solace in the fact that it's 6 in 2 and not 2 in 2. But at least it was 6 in 2, not 2 in 2, you know? All I need, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. All I need is spell power. Could happen. Could have shot it first, but I think I'll take the extra damage and keep my death rattle active. It's at 18. If this hits him in the face, which doesn't look like it's happening. There's no way he leaves the 4-2 up, right? removes 0 power and then could have removed 2. Oh, he has the 2 ram, so he could do both.
Stand and fight. In darkness.
13, 10, 5. It is a 2-turn clock, potentially, where we could, from here, foam render, shoot, and then maybe set up lethal.
What happened to no one
Unlikely,
left
but
behind?
possible.
Nothing.
Guess I hex that. Guess I do this. Maybe I do this. Keep pumping some damage. Could be lethal. No taunt, no heal, no removal. Unlikely, again, but certainly possible. Can go 5, 3, 2, remove a big minion. 4. Would just silence and destroy all. He could do 0 to deal 7 to everything. With that 5, 8, 9, that would still be lethal for me unless he had another 4 cost card that could get rid of a 1, 2.
Choose soon.
You fight me, you get burned.
Looks dead? No, I'm dead. So I'm just dead. He's at 1, 7, 11, 15. Darn. I mean, I can live maybe with this. So I shoot there goes to 5, I shoot it goes to 2. I can clear everything, gain 10, get a wild paw. So if I get rid of that, I have 5, 8. I don't have another instance of damage on the minion. Okay.
I am only more deadly.
Five, 8, still not lethal. Get another thing. Good taunt. Get a Fire Ellie. Fire Ellie would be not quite enough. Guess I want to play this taunt. Geyser. Okay, 10 is 10 is good. Make it 12, I'm trying. Got Wild Paw, 103.
Will serve me.
Probably keep the 2, just to play something, and then have a Wild Paw on 3. Ideally 2 of them. 1 is better than 0 though. Red has sensitive histamines, I do. I do have that.
Reporting for duty.
Let's play this one. Better than this in case I find the location at some point. Could also give me like a 4, coin the 4 into the 4 or something. Okay, got 2 turns to hit another Wild Paw. Not here yet. Could happily drop this and this here normally, but Wild Paw is just too good. People who BM for no reason are the saddest people, yeah. I did have lethal with a 7-9 Wind Fury Alec here earlier that I didn't play for like 30-40 seconds because I was looking at something on another screen. It does happen, but when you do it maliciously and deliberately, it's pretty lame. I gotta admit, it's pretty lame. I can agree with you there. Why do you BM for no reason in the first place? Why do I? I don't. Why does anybody? I think it's funny. They're not very considerate, or they're excited they got a couple wins for the first time or whatever.
Good explorer comes prepared.
I don't want him to gain any life. I want to hit him. Shit. So I can hit, freeze him. 1, 2, 3, 4, kills everything. What if I go here? 1, 2, 3. Man, what if I hex here? Hex fish hit. Man, this is shit. What if I go here and give him... Oh, he's led to 29. You know what? Fuck it. Let's just play this. We can hit. This has to go in. We can hit. Freeze. Trade. That has to be the best play I can make. I'm so funny. Ho ho ho. You are very funny. But they ain't. They ain't funny. Well, the cheese man ain't coming out yet. The tsunami ain't coming out yet. Redbeard's tasty fish ain't coming out yet. That's a little awkward. I don't want to give anything up because I just want to push everything face. But I just don't have board space. He's frozen, right? Let's take that before he silences, I think. Kinda garbage. Today, idiot Pain Warlock give me lethal when I didn't have a chance of winning, and I BM the shit out of him. Cause 1, he is stupid, and 2, I hate Pain Walk players. There you go. Well done. Is this ever better? It's gotta be pretty good here. I don't know if it's lethal, but it's gotta be close. 5. Okay, let's try one more time. Wild Paw on 3 and 4. And a 2-drop on 2, and a, They repeated the emote 5 times when they had lethal instead of killing me. They waited for the rope. Yeah, I think there are limits to the BM, kinda. Like, if somebody is, you know, if they don't have lethal on board, but they're roping and BMing and then they kill you at the very end, I think it's, like, that's really lame. If somebody has lethal on board and I'm just sitting there not conceding, it doesn't really bother me if they, like, fart around, because I can at least just get out. But if they're leading me to believe that I have a chance still, that's really annoying. Too bad I'm not gonna give Blizzard money. That's a nice TK skin, is it? Riding a little shitter. The sleep schedule fucked me, Redbeard. Do you want to turn on your, You got the debate dot? Oh no. So that is a thing, huh? They just disappear after a bit. I feel like they opened up the bounty program to a wider range of people, which is great, but I also feel like they just disappear. I got up at 3 though, and it was still there, 3:30, maybe 4 I got out of bed. In the age range. Whenever I messaged you on Discord was about when I got to the computer. Which was 4. I'm sorry that happened to you. I think it's a good rate for a bounty. I'm not sure. It's 3 minutes instead of like 60 or 90 seconds. Those are like, I don't mean to rub it in. Those are like the cream of the crop. Because who cares about 1 or 3 or 5 minutes? Or... Well, if you have to play something for an hour, it's kind of dicey. What can I shoot? I can shoot that. I don't know, maybe I hit here twice. I will say, throughout the duration of this run, we've gotten exceptionally lucky. Actually, the last run too. we had 3 magicians. We were offered 5. We took 3. And I think we got a beneficial spell like 14 times in a row. Maybe not like game winning, but we didn't have like a detrimental effect. And our opponent played 1 or 2 against us and hellfired their own board. And this run, you know, we've avoided some of the... I don't know if we've hit a huddle up. Still 5 away. I can't overload. I don't plan on overloading. Best draw, unsurprisingly, is probably just a Wild Paw. Foam Render, wouldn't really love a Foam Render. I'd rather just have a Wild Paw. Could take the 5 or the either 5 that puts a shitload of stats on the board. Wouldn't be able to play the Horseman on 3, but it's funny if I had missed if I had missed the 1-2, I would have killed this one.
Frostmourne hungers.
Trosh. Buff there's kind of nice. Got the spell damage, but I don't see a ton of value there, actually. I'd have to hit here 2 times for that probably to be worth it. Wild Paw stack they do, yeah. They changed the way those auras work, so Craftsman's Aura, Wild Paw Caverns, any of those type of cards do stack now.
Stand and fight in darkest night.
Every aura stacks now. The priest one that buffs your board, paladin one that lets you attack or summons minions. This one. The Wild Paw Caverns probably didn't need a buff. Could destroy his board. Well, 4, 8.
You're worthy as far as they go.
If I play this, what if I play this? Buff this, hit there, give it reborn. 2. Raphael, thank you for the 3 months. I very much appreciate that. 3, 5, 6, 10. I gain 10. I go up to 32. Swing, I play the 4, and then I buff. Probably fine. If it hits the dog, I think I shoot him and try to like see if I hit my location, gain a little bit of armor. 2 mana 4/4 seems like it could actually do something here. Thank you very much, Raphael. I appreciate the 3 months. What happened to your sleep schedule, by the way, PJ? Just gotta have like a shitload of. Maybe he hexes in this. I'll take the Remorseless. I guess I play this one too.
Sweeping the competition.
I mean, I've got all stuff, right? Maybe it just is holding. Man, I just need the head. Or if not, oh, we did one game. I think we got the head. What is this? Lightning Storm? Going for a Lightning Storm? Give the man his head. Pay him. Pay it that man his head. Oh, rip. Not swinging. I want to use it in combination. I do want to give Reborn. How many more? 1 more? more. I don't know what I need. Guess I can play that this turn. What's the best taunt I can get? Not those, but it is big. When 66 hits, we on bit and flex. Oh man, good luck. Good luck. I hope it hits 65 billion. That'd be cool. Darn it. Darn it.
The calm before the storm.
It's at 13. Pay him. Pay this man his head. Not what I want him to top deck you. He's got 11 corpses, so I take 10. Also not really what I want. Still have my own, thing. Three, so we got 1 in 9. Oh, am I dead again? Yeah. Oh no, 1 off? 1 off? Does he still have the malted magma? Oh, he does. Eat some Oreos while you say it. What's the name of that movie? Rounders? Shaman Hunter. We do have 2 baking soda volcanoes. Could stop some of their strategies. Okay, need a 2, need a 3, need another wild paw, and then, you know, it's a good draw. Let's give me greetings. Got the 2. Got 2 turns to hit the 3. It is great when you get it. It's okay when you give it too, depending on who it's to and, you know, how hot it was that afternoon. I mean, I am not opposed to hexing a coined 3-drop here. Better than skipping my turn, potentially. If he hero powers, then I really want to draw 3. I don't have a lot of good 3s. In fact, I've only got 1 3-drop. So I'd actually rather probably just draw 2. I mean, most of my 2s are better than Stonehill. Oh, that's worth a hex for sure. On a boss. Glad I made it back. Alright, time, and wish me luck. Don't jinx me this time, though, okay? I know you love jinxing me. I know it's in your nature. I know you revel in the jinx of the poor streamer. Oh, legs hurting. Head on fire. I don't know what I'm allowed to say now. You say whatever you want, as long as you don't say anything racist or sexist or overtly antagonizing. Feel free. I'm just kidding around. Jinx me, I'll overcome it, just like I did in that other one, remember? It's turn 5. I've got 18 power on board. It's taunts, removal, and heal. He has removal and a full heal, as they typically tend to do. Definitely not the best roll for him on that. Doesn't seem to matter. But he is overloaded, and I have 10 power now again, so maybe. Don't have a great turn next turn, obviously, but There's one. That is Zephyrus. It's not in my nature. No, yeah, I don't get the vibe, but you would be that guy.
Could you repeat that?
The Foam Render, far and away the best card for me here. Gotta kill the 10-9, only 7 mana. Lots of cards could kill it. Deadly, Hex, whatever the hell Zeph may have given him. Which card did he pick? Cards that impact the board. So, potential removal spells could be, you know, Starfall, Fireball, and they just don't really do a lot. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. Well, I'm hoping for even worse than that. I don't know if there is worse. I've gotten Starfall a few times and not felt like I got my money's worth. Could have gone better. Definitely could have gone better. Okay. Or draw, hit, draw, push 2. Time to hero power, maybe? Time to top deck Headless Horseman. No, I know I'm getting Foam Render.
Take shelter. Raven Shanti is the best. She's so cool.
Don't distract me.
I guess I hold it. In case I'm looking for like a Rune Dagger when I get spell damage. Or I'm looking for an Origami Frog or something. 2 more mana. Hit and ping, of course. Multed, is that what it is? Multed's bad, but not like game losingly bad by itself.
Your soul is mine.
4, 6, 8. Take the rush, I guess.
She's so cool.
Don't distract me.
Battle cries. Could get the cadaver maybe if he doesn't heal. Well, he's had the answers. Does he have another answer? Potentially. Taunts has to. It's unfortunate. Rudy, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Appreciate that very much, sir. There are lethal outs here. Thank you very much, and Twitch for matching 1. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and dedicate this 12-win run to my dear friend Rudy, and say thank you to everyone. Thank you to Blizzard for putting out such a wonderful, fair, and balanced meta where I didn't get hit by Huddle Up this run, and lo and behold, we had a much better result and a much better time. And a hearty fuck you to germs in general, which are ravaging the inside of my body as we speak. So, you know, if you're watching this on YouTube, I don't know, click some buttons. Write in the comments how this is kind of the modern day equivalent of a Michael Jordan flu game. And spread the word because Redbeard subsequently popped off.